Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharya Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, and I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally and internationally, and I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. Today we are on day 5 of our Navaratri festivals, and this is day 2 of the 3 days of Mother Lakshmi. So I want, and I've stated some time back in a discourse, that many of you think of Mother Lakshmi as Mother L-U-C-K. Premilla, why are you looking at me like that? L-U-C-K, Lak, S-M-I, Lucksmi. Alright, and I explained as well that you can't take your coins and put it in a casino machine and think Mother Lakshmi will come out on the other end. You can't take your 2 rand coin, Premilla, and wish Mother Lakshmi to come out at the other end in 100,000, 200,000, 500,000. That's not the Mother Lakshmi I'm talking about. I'm talking about Mother Lakshmi, L-A-K, not L-U-C-K. Premilla, you understand? So that Mother Lakshmi here is invoked on a second day. And that Mother Lakshmi means health, wealth and prosperity. Health, wealth and prosperity. Prosperity is not your bank balance only. It's not your house, it's not your jewelry, it's not your diamond and gold hidden here and there only. Prosperity means you must be prosperous as a person. The highest quality a prosperous person has is happiness, positive energy. You'll always see a prosperous person with positive energy. Maybe 0 in the bank account, but always the energy is positive. That person is bathed in positive energy. That's the prosperity Mother Lakshmi gives you. Happiness in all its form. So today I wanted to combine, but before I do that, we're in the age of information technology, and you must have seen the myriads of temples in India. Have you seen? Millions and millions of temples in India. Have you noticed the architecture, the domes, and the formation? Have you noticed? Quite big temples strewn all over India. The Mughals invaded India and broke down many temples. They broke down temples, broke idols, and across India they built their mosque over temples. That's a reality. That's a truth. Has Islam ever apologized for that? You think we're waiting for an apology? Yeah, I'm sure in my lifetime I'll make somebody apologize. I'll make somebody apologize for breaking a temple and building a mosque on it, and then denying that there's a temple underneath. All right? Denying there's a temple underneath. Be that as it may, I want you to visualize the designs of the temple. You will see nearly all the temples, each temple is distinct. I don't think two temples look the same anyway in India. And in its architecture, there is nothing in the world to match it. Have you noticed? Sometimes there are temples as big as our ashram, carved out of a single rock. There are designs cut out in marble that engineers are shocked because that technology does not exist even today. That technology that carved those marvels, we have not reached that technology today. You know that? So Sanatana Dharma has offered the world everything. Because Sanatana Dharma is everything. Sanatana Dharma is everything. And everyone is a Sanatana Dharmi. Everyone is a Sanatana Dharmi. Whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Jew, whoever you are, your blueprint is Sanatana Dharma, then it's your religion. Then it's your religion. Coming back to the temple, and what temples are doing today are two different things. So the temples are scientifically architected. The temples have been architected according to science. According to science, they are built in such a way that they have capacity to absorb cosmic energy from the atmosphere. They are built in a scientific way down to the millimeter so that they absorb maximum cosmic energy. that energy is stored in the temple. So the temple receives the energy, stores it, so that you can enter these temples, sit down for 15 minutes, absorb this cosmic energy, and go out and do your thing. Go out and do your thing. That is why these temples are built in a specific design, in a specific direction. The murtis are placed in a specific way on specific material, so that when this cosmic energy is absorbed and when you enter this temple, then you can assimilate this cosmic energy. But now what's happening? What's happening now? I want you to imagine these temples as a garage. You go to the garage, you fill up, and you move on. Go to the garage, fill up, and move on. What are we doing today? You're messing up the energy. If you have a huge havan inside that energy, what you doing to that energy? What is the purpose? What is the scientific purpose of doing a havan? I shared something on Facebook. You saw how much of camphor, ghee, havan samagri is being burnt. But if the job of the temple is to absorb cosmic energy, then what is cosmic energy? Purified air itself. So when you come with negative energy and sit in a temple, you transfer your energy, you absorb the positive energy, and you leave the temple. By your Amita? Yes. No panditas and pandits. Why you need pandit to give you energy? Why do you need these pandits to give you energy? When God has created the perfect and the absolute and the scientific system for you to recharge your energy. Why you need to take 3 kinds of fruit and milk to a temple? Premilla, don't feel guilty. Everyone has a past. Premilla, don't feel guilty. Everyone has a past. All right? Premilla just thinking she met the Guru about 30 years ago. She would have had a few bars in her account. And Premilla? Yeah, you met me 30 years ago, you'd be living in Belito. Guru don't make you prosperous by putting money in your bank account. Guru make you prosperous by advising you not to do stupid things. How many million dozens of bananas you bought in your life, Premilla? You know, if you think about it, practically, yes or no? So this is what a temple is built for. Walk in, sit down, close your eyes, absorb the energy, get up and go. Ashrams is for knowledge. Temples are for energy, replenishing your energy. Ashrams is to eradicate your ignorance. When your ignorance is eradicated, then you are taught how to replenish your energy spiritually. In a temple, you replenish your energy mechanically, materially. In an ashram, you are taught to replenish your energy spiritually, in an abstract manner. So when you go to temple, can a murderer go and sit in temple and exchange energy? Can a rapist go in the temple and exchange energy? Yes, energy don't care what crime you committed. Energy don't care whether you're a criminal or whether you're a divine entity or whether you have an anger problem, whether you have a jealousy problem, whether you have an envy problem, whether you have pride. Energy don't care. Energy just enters you. But when you come to an ashram, then we teach you to remove these barriers for spiritual energy, for you to be spiritualized. So the Guru will teach you not to have an anger problem. Guru will teach you to lower your pride. Guru will teach you not to be jealous. Guru will teach you not to be selfish, but to be selfless. When you come to ashram, you attain knowledge. Where you go to a temple is just an exchange of energies. In these 9 days, we have an opportunity to experience the Supreme Lord in His multitude of energies. 9 days is not enough. The Supreme Lord has infinite energy in infinite forms. We just take 9. So you'll have 9 Durga forms, you have 8 Lakshmi forms. These are minimal forms of the Lord's energy. Throughout the day, every day, for 311 trillion, 40 billion years, the Lord's energy is transferring, computing, giving byproducts, recycling itself. And it is permeating this universe constantly. And we take these 9 days to celebrate these aspects of the Supreme Lord's energy. And I've stated Narayan, I've stated that Lord Narayan himself is these different energies personified. So if you're a Durga devotee, you are actually worshipping Lord Narayan, because that energy personified is called Durga. Inherently it is Lord Sriman Narayan himself. Alright, so we spent some time discussing this, and now we have a whole lot of committees, chairperson, executive committees in temples, and if you know the chairperson, or if you donated your 25,000, then you'll sit in the front of the Havan. If you are as poor as the Guru, and if you went to the temple, you'll sit unnoticed somewhere very, very far away. All these executive members will only interact with, they'll see what car you came in. Go to temples, you'll see these executive members standing there at the door. Okay, you came, that car you came. If I went in my own car to one of these temples, Amita, what do you think will be my plight? My own car, no bank balance, about to collect pension. Premilla, how much is pension?
1,890.
How much?
1,890.
Okay, I'm in the game now. Satisfied? Satisfied? Tell Jessica to have the contacts ready. After that, on the 4th of October, 4 o'clock morning, I'm standing in the queue. Alright? So this is not the intention of God or in Sanatan Dharma. Temple must be built in a proper way. There is an architect that have designed all these temples in the agamas. So you go in the Pancharatra agama, you find how a temple should be designed. Ashrams, well, don't have to be designed because you come in for knowledge. You saw I put my own domes there. Also, I made the domes myself. I'm so poor I cannot afford, so I manufactured my own domes. But if you want to build a temple, get a Pancharatra Agama priest. He'll start the whole process, and you'll have a beautiful temple where the energy is being absorbed. You don't have to have a pandit, you don't have to have a havan, you don't have to have all those funny things. Energy will come and fill the temple itself. You go sit there, absorb the energy, close your eyes. Satisbhai, when he closes his eye, wishes he never got married. You have that solace for that 15 minutes, and then goes out, opens his eyes, realizes he's married, hell again. But in the temple you had that 15 minutes of peace and solace. Alright? All of you understand? So, the blind is leading the Guru's job is to sound those that are leading the blind. Make them see first, and they'll make their followers. Alright? Guru's job is, Tivashni? No, Guru's job is to sound them. Waken them up into reality. Don't you think? What you think? Remove business from temples. Let temples be temples. Don't you think? If you want to open a business, camphor clove business, go open a prayer shop. Open a prayer shop. You can sell Havan Samagri, you can sell cloves, camphor, and whatever is needed, Amita. Don't open a temple for all those things. Place your deities. All temples got respective deities. Place your deities and let the people come in, take their 15 minutes, donate the money in the box, what they can afford. Whatever they can afford, when they gone, open the box, get a person to clean, get somebody to do seva, keep the temple clean all times, use that money for things to clean the temple. Alright? Don't try and put decor like the Guru. Temples don't need decor. All the cosmic energy will be absorbed in the curtain. What the poor people going to get? Have you seen decor in India temples? Or you saw marble? Why you saw marble? So the energy is retained. The energy is retained. Alright? So we must, in these 9 days, only the Guru can gossip. This is called Guru gossip. Guru gossiping with devotees, so that in this gossip, when you go back home, you must also gossip. You all like gossiping? Amita? The flats there, I see you screaming from this window to the Alright? So you go there and you gossip. But you gossip, it's called a spiritual gossip. It's called a... And then warn those people that's making big baskets. Premilla, you must have like how we have alcohol, AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, Drug Anonymous. We need to have a Fooled by Temple Anonymous. So form a group, Premilla, of people and go and admit. What you must do first? Admit I was a big pujari. Premilla, what you have to do in that group? Everyone will have a turn. After you say I was a big pujari, I was not informed, I was making thousands and thousands of puris until I met my Guru and I'm now clean. Then Nilendri will tell you, I thank my daughter. I was walking round and round trees with color strings for many years until my daughter told me, Ma, there's a Guru in town. You don't have to walk around trees. Just sit on a chair and the information will come to you. See, Premilla, how it works? So we have to take this seriously, although I'm saying it jokingly. All these things practiced is man-made. All these funny things we are doing is made by man. We want to do religious and spiritual things instructed by God. Now, why man thinks? Why man thinks? Why does man move away from Scripture? Why does man move away from Scripture? Who must tell us that? God must tell us that. Who must tell us? Who must explain why man moves away from Scripture? Who? The Supreme Lord. And let's see what he is saying. Chapter 7, verse 13. Chapter 7, verse 13. The Supreme Lord is saying, the entire universe is deluded by these three states originating from the gunas, and fails to recognize me, who am beyond them and immutable. 14. For this divine Maya of mine, consisting of the three gunas, is hard to come. And this Maya is Mother Kali herself, deluding mankind, and this is why they are taking tons and tons and tons of fruits and leaving it in the temple, Havan Samagri. Other men are deluding the followers, and the followers are being deluded. But what Lord Shri Krishna is saying? What he is saying? That this delusion is a part of his energy called Maha Maya, who is ultimately Maha Durga or Maha Kali. Then he is saying, continues in verse 14, but those who take refuge in me alone shall pass beyond the Maya. But those who take refuge in me alone shall pass beyond the Maya. Verse 15, the evildoers, the foolish, the lowest of men, those persons deprived of knowledge by delusion, in brackets Maya, and those who are dominated by demonic nature, they do not seek refuge in me. Who is saying this? Who's talking in the Bhagavad Gita? Lord Shri Krishna. Alright? So whenever a Guru discourses, he must also corroborate. That is, if you are or call yourself Hindus. If you call yourself Hindus, you're wearing a sari, Punjabi, dot, red string, your name is Singh, Pillai, Govender, Reddy, Pillai in a bag there, Pandey, then these instructions are for you. These instructions are for you. So I'm going to conclude Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 4, Text 13. And this is Mother Durga speaking. And she speaks to Kamsa, and she says, "O Kamsa, you fool, what will be the use of killing me?" The the Supreme Personality of Godhead, comma, who has been your enemy from the very beginning and who will kill you, comma, has already taken his birth somewhere else. Therefore, do not unnecessarily kill other children. And I'm reading this verse for those that believe Mother Durga is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here, Mother Durga has self. Her self is endorsing that there is another Supreme Being. And text 13, that was text 12. Text 13, it states, after speaking to Kamsa in this way, comma, the goddess Durga, comma, Yoga Maya, comma, appeared in different places, comma, such as Varanasi, and became celebrated by different names, such as Annapurna, comma, Durga, comma, Kali, and Bhadra. Bhadra Kali. Alright, my Bhadra Kali is gone to Vaikunt a few years ago. And then we have some other Bhadra Kalis who took leave. This Navaratri, energies are too powerful. I think this is Satish Bhai's best Navaratri. He never had a more peaceful Navaratri than this Navaratri. So all of you understand that if there is pure knowledge somewhere, it is your duty firstly to assimilate that knowledge, put into practice the instructions that come with that knowledge, and also disseminate this knowledge to the ignorant that's around you. Alright, are there any questions? Devashni? What crime did you commit today? And we'll end with that. Jai Shriman Narayan.